Buenos dias. Wow, I come to you today filled with gratitude, filled with excitement, filled with momentum, filled with energy. And it's for the team you just saw. They are, without question, the most spectacular team I've ever been exposed to in my entire life. They care, they have passion, they're super smart, they're hungry for more. Last year was a record in the history of the company, and this year will exceed that record by 4 times. And I share that with you, not at all to boast, not at all to brag, but to let you know that your partner is extremely strong, extremely viable. And I think when we look at this past year and being a part of the Hyatt family, a lot of things were fantastic about it. But I think for the first time in my career, I have a purpose that is completely crystal clear and is in total alignment with my core values. And at Hyatt, our purpose is to care for people so they can be their best. And think about that for a second. Really about care. We know we have big numbers, we know we have profit and all those things, and you need to do those things to be able to provide the care and kindness and things. But it's going to be less about numbers, because those things just have a way of working themselves out when you're doing everything else well. So as I look at our energy moving forward, the ability for us to be the most caring and kindest company in the industry. When you can match up being as big as we are and you care and you're kind, no one will ever be able to approach our success. So you'll see that will be our lead-in going into next year. And unfortunately, as Jackie shared, Mark isn't able to be here today, but in the last 3.5 weeks, I've taken on a few more responsibilities in ALG, and I've had the opportunity to work closely with Mark. I've never been more inspired and more motivated with a leader than I have been in these last few weeks. Everything he says and promotes is really what he believes in, and it comes from the heart. So you're going to see us really focus on still being big, having lots of products, buying power, all that kind of stuff. But we're going to aspire next year to be the most caring company that you work with. That when something goes wrong, we're there for you, we're there for your clients. We've made a tremendous amount of improvements in the last year. We kept our promises. We told you that we were going to improve our service levels. We told you that we were going to transform the company. And that has happened, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Our KPIs, as far as average speed of answer and all those kinds of things, lead the industry. We've even transformed the challenges we had during travel. And there's very rare opportunities when being big is bad. But sometimes when we have during travel and there's 10,000 flights canceled with an hour's notice, that we've had opportunities that where 80,000 schedule changes were given to our company that were unplanned. But we've actually invested in our team, we've invested in cross-training people, and our during travel is now no longer than 8 minutes. So a huge thank you to Anderson and the whole team who's really turned around what was a weaker point of our company into something more positive. And this has been a fantastic year of lots of accomplishments. You know, you see that what they shared about with the group department, nothing about our team has ever been more energetic than what we've done in the group department. We doubled our revenue from last year to this year, and we'll have a 25 or 30% increase in our revenue moving forward. And so our charter business, you know, I've been in this business a long time. There's always some problem during the year with charter. Something's not working right, something's not profitable, something's got these problems. Our charter business is having a record year. In September and October of this year, we're going to actually do over 90% utilization in our charter. So a big thank you to all of you for supporting that product. That's a real differentiating product for us and our company. And for me, I just look at ways for us to continue to find ways to be better. You know, I love the new advisor credit program that we talked about, the ALGV Pro, and that program already has 2,500 new signees, with 550 of them already accredited. So looking into next year, I've been here since Monday. We've been doing budget presentations and all those kinds of things. We're going to make the largest investment in our company going into 2023 with supporting our existing colleagues, growing a lot more colleagues. We're going to double our technology investment next year to accelerate some of those things that have been on our roadmap for quite a bit of time. And so I look to next year of us separating ourselves from just being the biggest and being the most caring and the most kind. And so when you look at our organization, if you look at also, for me, for my legacy, yeah, I want to be a leader that got really good numbers, because you have to do those things to be able to invest in the care and the kindness. But I want me and our company to be the most caring and the most kind. And I'm not sure what happened with kindness in our world. You know, somehow people think that being kind is weak, that it's, it's grandma making an apple pie, or it's giving someone a coffee behind you at Starbucks. Kindness, in my opinion, and I've shared this with my team over and over, the strongest person in the room is the person that's the most kind. And that kindness isn't just being nice. Kindness is using your strength and giving it to someone else who's falling short on their own. Kindness is really fighting for what you believe in and making sure the things that are important to you and others are executed and implemented and moving forward. And so I look at kindness in a much different way. Somehow people think that you've got to be a real badass in the boardroom and you've got to be, fighting for every dollar of profit and all that kind of stuff. And that's part of it, but that's my aspiration for this upcoming year. And so when I look at kindness moving into the future, I look at it as there's 24 hours in a person's day. You have 1 or 2 minutes where you can change someone's entire day by being kind. And so I ask you just one thing for this entire conference, and that's be the reason that somebody smiles.